I'm trying to figure out how I should approach this, because it's frustrating and irritating. At the same time, I kind of knew this already about Nintendo. This was posted on Reddit, the Nintendo Switch Reddit forum, and it's from an interview at Rolling Stones. The interview has talking to this, Jordan Amaro, Westerner, who is now working and developing at Nintendo about multiple aspects. And I was talking to my buddy, who I play a lot of games with because we're 1,200 miles away now. We didn't grow up together, but we went to college together. Been friends for way over 10 years, and we play a lot. We like to play co-op. Splatoon 2 is not being nice to us to play co-op easily. We don't want to do the rank stuff as much, though we're looking at maybe trying to do some of that. He's a little behind in the ranks because he got a little bit later or hasn't had time to play it. He plays things like Overwatch. We play WoW with other friends during the week and things like that. And we finally got into Splatoon 2 Salmon Run, and I was frustrated at the lack of options I had until I realized the options were for local multiplayer. I had thought from watching the Treehouse, when I finally got with my buddy or anybody else, I'd be able to go in there and pick the weapons, pick all this, and I didn't care if I got any points. No leveling, no ranking. We just want to have our own matches where we can just shoot the shit and have fun and just be our own, stuff that shouldn't be hard to do. And reading this, I got two places. I'm going to read them. I know usually you read stuff and it's like, I don't want to read it, but this is a lot to take in. This is the question. You once said that when you went to work for Kojima at Konami, you possessed Westerners' knowledge, and that was a hindrance rather than a help. And this is a guy's response. Hindrance is probably not the word. It is a hindrance if you persist in that way of thinking while the team is going in a different direction. It's not just language. It's a way to perceive games and the user. I see it on Splatoon right now. You look at Splatoon and then people look at Overwatch. There's a good comparison. These are two totally different games. Overwatch is a self-service game. You boot the game and say, hey, I like this mode, I like this character, and I'm only ever going to play this mode, this character, in this map. You're like, I'm going to get what I want. But in Japan, everything is tailored. You've probably heard of Shine, I'm probably going to say this right, Shine Inigar's, I butchered that, TED Talk, in which she went to a restaurant in Japan and tried to order sugar in her green tea. People at Cafe says, one does not put sugar in green tea, and then we don't have sugar. But when she ordered a coffee instead, it did come with sugar. In Japan, there's a sense of, we're making this for you, and this is how we think this thing is better enjoyed. This is why in Splatoon, the maps rotate every couple hours, and the modes change. I bought this, and he's talking, quote, I bought this game, why can't I just enjoy the game the way I want? That's not how we think here. Yes, you did buy the game, but we made this game. And we're pretty confident about how this game should be enjoyed. If you stick with us and you get past your initial resistance, there shouldn't be resistance in video games, you're going to have the time of your life with this game. You're really going to love it. Okay. There's the next question. You think you know what we want better than we know what we want. This is the awesome reply. We think we know what you don't know you want. You think you know what you want. But we know what you will want once you understand it. There has to be some effort from the player to play ball with the developer, just like a restaurant where there is a course meal. You enter the restaurant and this is the course today. It's displayed outside the restaurant. When you enter the restaurant, you know what you're going to eat. Once you're inside, if you want to eat something different, that's not how it works. And also, next one a little bit. With Splatoon 2, there's definitely people are wanting to know why they can't play Split Salmon Run mode all the time. This guy. I'm not allowed to speak on it because I'm not the game director. What I can say is what I think can be said, is that there's a lot of reasons. You have to trust us that if you could play Splatoon or Salmon Run online anytime, That will result in a worse experience for you and everybody. Oh my God. I'm trying to be nice. Ground rules. Not bashing Nintendo. I'm just speaking my mind. Everybody says this. I am not bashing this gentleman. Rolling Stone, anybody. I am not going to go into a racial discussion. If that starts in my comment section, you're blocked. I don't want this racial, political bullshit on my channel. Sorry. Not saying people can't speak their mind, but let's keep it out. I don't think Nintendo or this gentleman or these developers are racist. So, no more talk about that. But what they're saying is, we know what you want. Trust us. Overwatch and Splatoon 2 are not two different games, Nintendo, Mr. Amaro. They're online shooters that have competitive and not in some more not so highly competitive modes and some co-op modes. Why Overwatch is selling the way it does and winning awards where you're not with a lot of your games, Nintendo, with multiplayer online, is that Blizzard and other companies listen to their users. Plain and simple. I'm not a fan of Overwatch. I suck at it. Plain and simple. My buddy I talk about, he plays Overwatch. I suck at it. I just never got into it. I tried 2 betas. I just didn't like it. I admit it. I suck. But I really like Splatoon 2. But I go in there and realize Nintendo's not going to let me play the way I want. And this confirms it. And this is narrow-minded arrogance. Nintendo, you are a international video game entertainment toy company. You're this huge company. If you want to do certain things in Japan, great. Australia, make something different, great. Parts of Asia, great. Europe, great. Africa, great. The Americas, if gamers are asking you for features, listen to them. That's the point. Everybody keeps saying that Nintendo is going to do what Nintendo wants. And I will tell you this, Nintendo, you will not be up there winning awards and being like the other multiplayer games that listen to the community and give the gamers what they want. Let me read this again. If you have to trust us, blah blah blah. If you could play Salmon Run online anytime, that will result in a worse experience for you and everybody. What? The fuck? Being able to go into a mode that I enjoy anytime I want will be worse for me. Oh. Still, the times I boot it up when I am off work and I'm tired and I don't really feel like doing everything else, and oh, you decided you're not going to give me the mode I want to play. No. This is the narrow-mindedness that we're seeing from Nintendo. And I'm going to say this, and this is my prediction. If this stays, Nintendo's online online games are not going to do as well as other third parties. The Switch is a fabulous system. That Switch up there that, we looked at, and then NX, and so much on this channel I put into it, we all were going, a lot of people were just, ready for it. It's a great system. I love it. I don't trust you, Nintendo, and you're online. And now you're telling us, I know this is one person. Trust me, they didn't allow him, or I think this is a him, maybe it's a her, they didn't allow this person to talk to Rolling Stones without knowing what he could say. It could change. If they redact it, they redact it. This is how Nintendo thinks. We know what you want. You're going to like it. Trust us. No, you don't like that. Stop. You don't need those options. No, Nintendo. That's why you're behind in online. And that's why you will stay behind in online. Your first party titles are fantastic. Your Switch is fantastic. Your online is ass. Nobody, or not a lot of people like the app over here. We're not in Japan. We can't just walk out and find a group of people and sit down and play tabletop all the time. Some people, you may be able to play your Switch in those advertisements, but even the advertisements in America are Specialized. That I'm nowhere near anybody around here to play Nintendo Switch. Anywhere. So, fuck me. Oh well. We know what you want, Big Yo Gamer. You just will have to not have the options to play anything, and oh well. No. I'm really disappointed in this type of attitude. It's not a flaming or me ranting. I'm just so disappointed in Nintendo right now. I was going to make a video about Splatoon 2. I mean, the frustrations my friend and I have had trying to play together just in what we want to play. Nintendo, why is Left 4 Dead 2, Team Fortress 2, Borderlands 2, and then even modern stuff like Overwatch and all these games doing so well and played. Yes, Splatoon is played on the Wii U, but these other games sell even better, or at least they are played because I can boot up Left 4 Dead 2 on my PC or my console, and I got all these options. I got the same options by myself with 2 people, with 3 people, with 4 people. I can go in now and go do some modifiers, mutations. People still play Team Fortress 2. People are playing Overwatch, and it won awards last year simply because it gives people options. And let me read that one little bit there again. Overwatch is a self-service game. You boot the game and say, hey, I like this mode, I like this character. It's not self-service. Blizzard knows what people want, and Blizzard makes a lot of money, and they win awards because they listen to an extent. Companies don't always listen, and they tailor their game to give people that. Yeah, I like to say that. Yeah, you bought the game. We designed the game. How do you say that? Yes, you did buy the game, but we made this game. Who cares? If that's your attitude. If you're not going to listen to people, then you don't really care to listen to the input. Local multiplayer has fucking voice chat built into some parts of Splatoon 2, yet you don't want anybody to really use it that much because, oh well. And I've seen people on my Twitter say they're fed up and done with Splatoon 2. Nintendo, this type of attitude will get you in trouble in the long run. No, the Switch is not doomed. No, the Switch is not going to fail. It's going to do brilliantly. A lot of first-party games. Bring on Metroid Prime 4. Bring on, hell, the Kirby games and the Yoshi games and, Mario Odyssey. All this good stuff. I can't wait to see what it is, but your online games are going to fall behind the other games third-party. For online, it will. People will play them, and they'll get tired of them, and they'll play them less and less. Or some people, like I've seen real people. I'm done with this Splatoon 2. I can't do this. I can't do that. They have voice chat and the fucking this and not over here when I don't have to use this app. That app sucks. I hate the app. I've used it. I don't like it. This has gone on over 13 minutes. I usually try to keep them short, but I'm very sad to see this type of attitude. And I know it's one person, but they had to know what to say. They're going to go to Rolling Stone. They probably were like, this is how we do things. We know what you want. Trust us. I don't trust you guys. I don't hate Nintendo. I don't hate this person. It's not a flame against them. But this is negative. This is narrow-mindedness, and it's not healthy for international business. Over 14 minutes. I'm getting off here. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm probably going to get some hate or some thumbs down, everything fine. I don't care. I speak the truth or at least I speak my mind. I said don't send this into a racial discussion in the comments. It will be deleted and you will be blocked. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree? Are you indifferent? Are you just tired of this attitude from Nintendo? Or do you agree with it? If you agree with it, that's your opinion. I support that. Everything should have popped up on the screen. Subscribe and share. And just like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright, everybody. PKO Gamer.